So here we are with a standard Fire Stick. Let's see what kind of performance we have on the home screen. Pressing down, up, down, move to the right, move to the left, up, down, down. And let's now look at an optimized Fire Stick. So let's jump onto that now. Down, up, down, up. You can just see that response is instantaneous. Move to the right, go back up, move to the right. We can see there's no delay, moving around, navigating through the different menus, everything becomes more or less instantaneous. If I now long press the home button, we can see straight away we see that menu there. Let's do that again, long press, that menu pops up. If I now jump back to the unoptimized Fire Stick and do the long press, so long press, and we can see that slowly animates in. So definitely there's a few second delay using this unoptimized Fire Stick. So in this video today, let me show you the two quickest things you can do on all of your Fire Sticks, Fire TVs and Android TV devices, really just to get the maximum performance from all of them. All you need to do is just hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So with all of that being said, let's get started. If you're new to the channel and you want to stay up to date with the latest tech tutorials, the latest Fire Stick, Android and Android TV tips and tricks, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell. It's a small click from you, but it makes a big difference to me. Thank you. Okay, so to get the TDUK speed toolbox on all of your devices, just head over to your settings, go down into My Fire TV, and where it says developer options, click on that, click on install unknown apps, and just make sure downloader is set to on. Once you've confirmed that, let's now open up downloader, and we can now make a quick connection to my website, which is just tdoctoruk.com, or you can type in this short code 53402 and click on go. And if you ever get any errors with that code, the first thing to try is, if you are using a VPN, is to disconnect your VPN, and you should be able to access my website without any issue. Now when you get to my site, if you head over to the hamburger menu, which is the one with the 3 lines, click on that, click on tutorials, and fairly near the top you'll see the link to the TDUK speed toolbox. Let's open that up. So we have the TDUK speed toolbox, and essentially what's happening in the background on all of your Android devices, even your phones and tablets, they have these built-in animations and transitions. And yes, they can look nice, but if you are running maybe an underpowered device, or maybe you're just somebody that wants the maximum performance, you don't care about animations or transitions, turning these things off can rapidly improve the experience or the home screen performance on all of your Android devices. Let's scroll down. Now one key thing to mention here, because I have covered this toolbox I think once or twice before, is every time I do it, there's always somebody that sets the values to 0 for all 3 options, which we can see up here. But if you set the third one, the animation duration scale, to 0, then in downloader you'll see that the mouse will jump from cursor to cursor. Lots of people have been caught out by that. So for that one, I always recommend for the third one, just set it to 0.5 or 0.4, basically any value higher than 0, otherwise you'll get that jumpy mouse. Okay, let's scroll down. Underneath all of that, we'll have a link. Actually, we've got here, we can see my recommendations, which is 0.0 for the first 2 and then 0.2 for the third one. But even that, if you find the mouse to be a bit too fast, you can slightly increase the third value. Let's keep going down, and we now have a link here for the TDUK speed toolbox. So let's click on that. I can now scroll down and click on the green download button. We can click on install, and just make sure that you have got ADB debugging enabled, because this application does use ADB to make those changes. Okay, let's click on done. Let's now press the home key. Let's now start the toolbox. We can see, sometimes I've seen on some devices, it actually comes up as zeros, even though they're not set as zeros. So I always recommend manually coming in here, selecting 0, maybe for this one, let's just do 0.2. Let's just press save a few times, make sure that's properly gone in. And when I now press the home button, we can see pressing down, that's now taken effect straight away. So the home screen navigation, pressing up and down here, because the animations have now been removed, we get that much more faster, snappier quicker performance, guys. It really will just breathe new life into your Fire Stick. If you have noticed it going a bit slow, turning off these animations will definitely give it that boost. Definitely makes a big difference, especially on the 4K Fire Stick or the slightly older devices. You really can speed these things up. But if you really want to optimize the background memory, which you know on these devices, once it starts running a bit low, you end up getting buffering, end up getting choppy playback. It really affects the performance of your device. So the best and only accurate way for you to see what's running in the background on your Amazon devices, Fire Sticks, Fire TVs, Cubes, even Android TV devices like your Nvidia Shield, is to open up the background apps and process list. If I open that up, now we can see on my device, I actually had 26 applications open in the background, and many people when they first open up this application are actually very surprised that all these things are running in the background. I had no idea, but this may explain why your device after a long time does eventually grind to a halt. Now there are other applications like for example the Fast Task Killer, which will target your foreground applications, but these things that are running in the background, the only way to properly stop them is to force stop them. Now to force stop these applications, we have two choices. You can basically select the option to close multiple applications at the top. Say for example, I want to close off, let's say ES File Explorer and also Downloader. I've now selected two applications. Now if I go to the top, close selected apps, let's click on that. This will now take me to the individual application menu where I can now click on force stop. That's now done. Let's press back. This now takes me to the next application in the list. I can click on force stop. Let's now press back. And we can see now correctly we've gone from 26 applications down to 24. That's only the real accurate way for you to determine how many things are running in the background. Now, obviously on devices where you have lots of applications running, lots of things that keep on opening, going through these one at a time can take some time, and this is the main reason why I developed the TDUK app killer. Now this application will allow you to properly close off all of these background applications in less than a second or so. Let's open that up. We can see the first thing we need to do is make a connection. So I'll select the first option, and this presumes that you have got ADB debugging enabled. Let's now do a count. So count the total running background applications on this device, and we saw there was 24 as reported by the background apps and process list. Let's do that again, and we can see that number is accurate because at the bottom this confirms that there's 24 things running in the background. Now for a quick test, let's actually whitelist two applications. So let's go to the whitelist, and this is now basically showing you all of the applications on your device and asking you which ones you want to keep running so they won't be force stopped. So for this quick demonstration, let's select FilmRise and App Info Manager. So we've now whitelisted two applications. Let's go back. So we had 24 things running in the background, but we've decided to whitelist two of them. But also the TDUK app killer won't kill itself. So I'm hoping that 3 applications will be left open. All other applications, which are 21, should be force stopped with one click. So here's a moment of truth. So ready, steady, go. One click, and we can see exactly that 21 applications have been killed. Let's now go and verify that. I can now click on exit, go back into the background apps and process list, and we can see straight away we've gone down from 24 applications down to 3 because we whitelisted 2 of them. And of course my application will stay running in the background. So really, if you are concerned about the free memory on your device, you just want to ensure that no extra applications are running in the background, I do think that the TDUK app killer really is the quickest and most efficient way of closing down all of your background applications with one click. So it is available both on the Amazon devices and on Android TVs. Really appreciate your support. Do leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.